Hi, I'm Graham and welcome back to Man vs Film. This is going to be a top 10 of movies that you can watch right now on Amazon Prime US for the month of March 2018. So let's get started. Number 10, Megan Levy, based on the true life story of young Marine Corporal whose unique discipline and bond with her military combat dog saved many lives during their deployment in Iraq. You hear that synopsis and your mind jumps to one thing only, kind of schmaltzy, typical warfare. And it is to an extent, but it adds a whole lot more to it. Kate Mara is terrific as Megan Levy, this wayward character who doesn't know what to do with her life, is stuck in a rut, joins the army and becomes a better person and ends up having this relationship with a dog that's more than just owner-master. It creates a real bond here and you see it on screen. There is some terrific set pieces in the movie, constantly surprised me in where it was going. I think it is a really interesting and insightful, fun watch. Number 9, Star Trek. The brash James T. Kirk tries to live up to his father's legacy with Mr. Spock keeping him in check as a vengeful Romulan from the future creates black holes to destroy the Federation, one planet at a time. Not a Star Trek fan, I've seen the movies and I kinda like them, but it's nothing I would go to straight away. J.J. Abrams' Star Trek changed that. It created a big, expansive sci-fi movie that I loved, full of interesting characters that all had their own characteristics, their own individuality, as well as some masterful set pieces. Again, I don't know if the villain's as strong as I would like, but that doesn't matter when you have heroes of the calibre that they have in this movie. I still love it today. I think it's fantastic. Number 8, Swimming with Sharks. A young Hollywood executive becomes an assistant to a big-time movie producer who is the worst boss imaginable. Abusive, abrasive and cruel. But soon things turn around when the young executive kidnaps his boss and visits all the cruelties back to him. Swimming with Sharks stars Kevin Spacey and Frank Whaley, and it is a really nice character study of how an abusive figure in your life can really change the person that you are, and how these bosses, these people that probably don't take us for the real people that we are and take us for granted, really do rely on us to do some of the work that they need. And when they are cruel, when they are abusive, sometimes the tables can be turned. This is an interesting character study. It's like a play almost, as it's based on these two characters, primarily the full movie, and it is hell of an engaging movie and really entertaining. Number 7, The Warriors. In the near future, a charismatic leader summons the street gangs of New York City in a bid to take it over. When he is killed, the Warriors are falsely blamed and now must fight their way home while every other gang is hunting them down. Walter Hill's The Warriors is a fantastic movie, a movie that I have seen countless times. I love the look, the aesthetic of the gangs. I think they're terrifically designed and imagined and put onto screen. The storyline is really energetic and fun, it's propulsive, it's constantly moving forward as this gang just trying to stay alive. It is fantastic. Number 6, Manhunter. Will Graham is a former FBI agent who recently retired to Florida with his wife. Graham profiled criminal behaviour and tries to put his mind into the minds of criminals to examine their thoughts while visiting crime scenes. Will is called out of his self-imposed retirement at the request of his former boss to help the FBI catch an elusive serial killer. All the plaudits go to The Silence of the Lambs. Fair enough, it's a fantastic movie, but Michael Mann's first iteration of the Hannibal Lecter character came in Manhunter, and I think it is a little bit less caricatured of a villain and definitely a lot more scarier, intense and thriller with some fantastic performances here. This movie is a marvel, and yeah, it's kind of overshadowed as the sort of red-headed stepchild of Anthony Hopkins' Hannibal Lecter, but Brian Cox does just as good a job, only keeps the hammy level down a little bit. I think this is a great thriller, great mystery, great serial killer movie that you ought to check out. Number 5, Dbreakers. In the year 2019, a plague has transformed almost every human into vampires. Faced with the dwindling blood supply, the fractured dominant race plots their survival. Meanwhile, a researcher works with a covert band of vamps on a way to save humankind. The Sprague brothers have a fantastic premise here of what would happen if the whole world had turned into vampires. Then what would happen if they ran out of blood, if they had eaten all the humans and had no way of getting the sustenance they required. It's full of really interesting ideas about how the vampires move about during sunlight hours, and it's got a really interesting tale at the heart. Some good action set pieces, some fun moments, and some great performances by William Dafoe and Ethan Hawke as well. Number 4, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. A $200,000 shipment of Confederate gold is ambushed by Yankees in the Southwest, making it open season for bad guy bounty hunter in the area. Blondie, Angel Eyes and Tuco are the good, the bad and the ugly, respectively. Each one of the three has a key portion of the puzzle leading to a location of the gold, but none of them ever learn to share. I am a huge fan of this movie. In any given day, this is probably my favourite movie of all time. It's an expansive Civil War based Western movie which has Clint Eastwood playing that iconic character that I really do know and love. This is a sprawling tale, just terrific performances, terrific storytelling, and the cinematography is fantastic. Not to mention the score by Ennio Morricone, which just I've probably listened to far too many times in the car as well. Great movie. Number 3, Little Shop of Horrors. A nerdy florist finds his chance for success and romance with the help of a giant man-eating plant who demands to be fed. I just watched Little Shop of Horrors and it holds up tremendously well. Terrific performances, absolutely fantastic song and dance numbers that really do hold up again and again. These are the kind of things I could listen to. The movie's so much fun, it's so energetic, it is enriched with this sense of black humour, fantastic direction throughout this thing. It is first class entertainment. Number 2, Good Time. Motivated by an almost ferocious love for his intellectually disabled brother, Connie involves his sibling in an ill-conceived bank robbery that swears to be a quick and easy job. Instead, things go utterly wrong and Nick winds up in Rikers Island. Connie is forced to embark on a nightmarish, no-hold-barred quest to get bail money for Nick. Robert Pattinson is Connie and he is absolutely fantastic in the Safdie Buller's Good Time. It is a story that's based pretty much over one day and night. They do the robbery and then the night time is spent with Connie just grifting, trying to get the money together to get his brother out of jail because he knows that he's just not going to cope in there. There's a real sense of guilt in Pattinson's actions, his role of Connie, and desperation as he's trying to put it all together. This thing is terrific and it really sideswiped me midway through the movie with this utter twist that I didn't even know was going to come. Great movie, great performances, one of these small time movies that you may never hear of but you must check out. I think these are going to really like it and I'd love to know your thoughts on it. Number 1, Logan Lucky. When Jimmy Logan gets fired, he convinces his brother Clyde and sister Melly to help him rob the Charlotte Motorway Speedway during a NASCAR race. But they will need the help of several people, including Joe Bang, who's currently doing time. All they have to do is break Joe out, blow the racetrack vault, get away with the cash, return Joe to prison, and get Jimmy to his daughter's beauty pageant on time. Steven Soderbergh came out of retirement and created another fantastic heist movie, the type of thing he can do with his eyes closed. He did the Oceans movies, he did Out of Sight, all fantastic. This time it's more kind of redneck heist. It's definitely tongue-in-cheek, it is hilarious, it's well paced, well put together, everything pays off and it is highly entertaining. I loved this movie last year. In fact, it made it onto my top 10 movies of 2017. I thought it was that great and I think you have got to check this thing out. So there we have it, the top 10 movies for March 2018. I'd love to know if I missed something out or if there was something that should have been on my list. Let me know in the comment box below and maybe it'll make on to next month's list. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.